an interesting conversation with somebody today online. Like, I posted this thing on Facebook. What was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. When I just tagged some people and I was just letting some people know, like, if you want to keep up with me and what I'm doing, just I'm doing a daily vlog now. It's a good thing to do. Family, friends. I also put random people on it because, and I think I mentioned this on the vlog yesterday, I put some random people on it just to throw it out there since I was tagging some people and I really don't do that often. But one of the interesting things about it was like I forgot to put a tag to my actual YouTube on it. Mainly because I always forget with YouTube because you don't have that good link to go to YouTube. But when but somebody I know and somebody I interviewed for 10 Pod Radio on all your podcasting platforms uh, said like, "Oh, give me a link and I'll subscribe to your channel." And I was like, "Oh, cool." Did it? She said subscribe, and I was like, "Thank you, thank you for subscribing." Then I get this email from somebody. I'm vainly talked to part of a group having to do with art, local art and stuff, and the person has a YouTube, so more of a following than I do. Hands up, know it. But the person also was like, "You really shouldn't like thank people with that." And I was like, "Did they mean to say that? What are they talking about?" So I was like, "What do you mean?" And they were like, "Well, it kind of makes you look bad." Was basically what they were saying. Like it kind of makes me look. It kind of made me look bad by saying thank you. And then started answering this person back. I was like on my lunch break, and I was answering this person back, and I was like, how does it make me look bad by saying thank you when somebody, subscribed to my channel and said they did? So you might not even know sometimes who it was. And their line of thinking was one of those things where it was like you gotta pretend that it doesn't matter to you. And I'm like, And they were like, well, if you act like you didn't notice it, people think you got so many people that you wouldn't notice the counts, basically, or something like that. Oh, it's complete bullshit. It's one of these internet bullshit things that just freakily drives me bonkers when people do this crap. It does. It drives me nuts. Because you're saying you shouldn't acknowledge it. And the person also said that I shouldn't really talk about my accounts being low. Well, they are. I don't have that many people subscribe to my YouTube. I hope all the things we're doing with Anchor and trees and all the audio stuff, cookbooks, everything is trying to bring in as many people as we can to it. Hopefully, before that, when it launches, it'll be good. Do I wish we were doing? I was doing a better job of that. Yes, I do wish I was doing a better job, and I wish the numbers were better, but they're not. And I'm not going to bullshit and act like they are when they're not. I'm trying and working to make them better, but let's not play these pretentious games of like, let's let people think we got high numbers by ignoring them. One, you're being an asshole to this person who was nice enough to subscribe to your channel. Okay? Two, you're being an asshole. I just had to throw it in the second time. And three is just bull. How are you going to set this mindset in your mind that everything's fine when obviously what you're doing is not working to bring in people? You understand? So as more of our projects start rolling out and we start to have, 5, 10, 15 pages of the comic on our Patreon, which for $1 you get a comic every month. You have a comic page every month on there for $1 a month. Or when Fake Emergencies gets longer, or when our cookbook comes out, or when more stuff starts happening and getting out there, and more I start streamlining stuff, and the quality goes up of everything. Hopefully, it'll start to bring more people in. Hopefully, and at the end of the day, I just got to make this stuff. Continue to make this stuff. If I didn't like making it, period, I wouldn't be doing it in the first place. So, and I'm not being unrealistic. There's like And speaking of 10 Pod Radio, there's series that had 10 Pod Radio, it didn't really connect, so that's why they're not really canceled. I'm just not focused on them right now. I mean, some series like Shortlisted was it's great to work with, by the way. Of Crime Crazy, look at that podcast. It's a great podcast, Crime Crazy. But Aaron was great working Shortlisted, but then that series, through circumstances, we could never schedule things right, and also uh, technical problems, everything else. Just my schedule got to where I couldn't do it, and but that series was basically put on hold because of those circumstances. But some of them have been put on hold because the listening wasn't there and the numbers weren't there. So all those things are going on while you're trying to build an audience for. I'm trying to build an audience for the launch of the Real Trees in December of next year. It's a long way off. We're looking to build, and it's going to take a while to build to that. I know that. And it's got a lot more work to do to get there, but I'm not going to be jerks or delusional or petty bullshit internet games while I'm going there. You know, we're going to have fun getting there. And even with that season 1, I know season 1 is just a step to season 2, which I have a plan for season 2, and even a season 3 plan to move stuff along. This is a broad plan. And I'm not saying, hey, I got this. I know what I'm doing. Everybody else should just hush. I'm learning every day. As for Darius said, check him out on his YouTube channel. He's like, learn something new every day. And that's what I'm trying to do. And one thing I will not do is, like, I'm not playing games, you know. My numbers aren't great. I'm keep doing the work, trying to get better doing the work. And if I produce stuff that's really good, people, I think, will eventually start coming to it. I'm going to produce it anyways, though. But it's daily, but not dead. Or daily dead.